We'll go ahead and get started with questions. Lincoln Arneal, if you'd start it off, please.
John, I heard you say that you feel like you came out a little rusty. I mean, was that a result of being off for so long? I mean, you put up a season best hitting percentage. Was that just not a reflection of the rust, or how well you played later in the match?
They also hit 200 on us. So that's a result of not playing and not training a lot. Offensively, we did do well. But it just felt a little sluggish, a little discombobulated at times. And compared to where my last memory was when we were at Michigan second night, we were humming. So, but I thought we just kept encouraging them to work through it. And, and we had three pretty consistent games where we beat them, 18, 17, and 20. And but I see a lot of areas we can be better.
You said more defensively than offensively with how well or how high Texas State hit?
Well, yeah, and I thought, we had them out of system a lot, and that we kept letting them get kills, out of system. And, we're going to have to be a lot better in that going forward from here, because your whole goal is to get them out of system, because your odds are better of shutting them down. And we gave them too many easy kills tonight.
John, what do you love about having a team that has middles like Lauren and Kayla?
Well, it certainly puts a lot of pressure on other teams. And, if Nicklin did a great job tonight, that they had a lot of one-on-ones, and they should kill the ball when they get one-on-one. But of course, we have to pass to do that. And, I thought our passers did a really good job of passing tonight. I mean, we had maybe 4 or 5 breakdowns, that I thought we didn't get good passes or we got aced. And, but overall, I mean, Nicklin was in some great spots most of the night and most of the day, and that allows her to set those middles and just puts a lot of heat on teams when you can do that. And then the other thing is, even if they do dig it, it's hard to transition because it tends to be coming out of the middle, or it's a faster set. So it's not like an outside hitter hitting a ball that you have plenty of time to get position, transition, dig the ball up so the setter can get there. And so it creates a lot of stress in many ways.
Is serving going to be kind of the biggest adjustment playing in that convention center?
I think so. I thought we served just okay. That was part of the rust. We missed some easy serves. We missed 2 in a row. We make a run, miss a serve. So that's just kind of more mental. But I think we'll be better. I still think we serve pretty good. We had Texas State in a lot of passing trouble, but going forward, we're going to have to continue to turn that up.
Was Lauren only playing the first 2 sets something pre-planned, or did something happen during the match today?
No, we were up 2-0, and we've been training Callie to be in matches, and so we wanted to get her in there and put her in that spot, and because we're going to play some big physical teams, and so and we had started in rotations with Lauren at left front in both the first 2 games. So she got plenty of work, plenty of action. So the goal was to get Callie some time because we're going to need her size, I think.
You were in control for most of the first 2 matches. Third set did come down to the very end. You had it tied 20-20. You guys finished it out there. What do you like about the way your team handled that close game at the end?
Yeah, well, we were doing really well against them. Maddie had a great tool down the line, and I think we put us up by 3 or 4 points, and it just felt like there, and then we just gave up 3 bonehead easy points. I mean, they hardly did anything to earn those, and I think it was a net, and there was a ball that Lexi called out that was about 5 feet in. So after that timeout, we challenged them, and I thought we got a great side out. Nicklin went back there and just created all kinds of stress for them serving. And they were in their rotation 1, and Nicklin just blew that thing up. And they couldn't get their 2 best hitters the ball, I think about 5 times in a row. So that's what I expect our team to be able to do, to make a run, especially after 20.
John,
what was the atmosphere like in there?
Go ahead, Kevin.
John, what was the experience like? We talked so much about that ahead of the tournament, but now having gone through one match, can you describe what the environment was like and I guess some of the logistical challenges that you faced today, or maybe they checked out pretty well?
Well, logistically, no issues. I mean, you walk in and you throw your stuff down and play. So logistically, no issues. You know, I have to ask the players if they could hear the fake crowd noise or the other courts going on. But, you know, I think one of the things they could clean up is make the officials sprint over to the replay thing and then sprint back. Because it seems like every time there's a challenge and, you know, it takes forever. They have to walk to the other side of the court and then they come back. And so I thought that went really slow. That slows the game down. And just, you know, where balls are hitting up there and stuff's coming down on the court, so we had to stop twice. Yeah, B-Mag, did you want to be part of the press conference too, or you know, just some little things like that you wouldn't see in a real arena, you know, a Creighton, Omaha, Lincoln.
Coach, next up you have Baylor. You saw Baylor was in Lincoln last year in 2019. You didn't play them, but I mean, you've seen them in person, and what in Presley obviously is a big challenge. What do you expect from Baylor when you play them on Sunday?
Well, it's going to be a great match, and you know, she's going to get a lot of sets, so you kind of know where it's going, and we got to find a way to stop her. And if she gets a kill, we have to come right back inside out. So they can't make runs because she's probably going to get some kills. We're going to do everything right, and she's still going to kill the ball. And then we got to make sure nobody else hurts us. So that's going to be the key to that match. And but I think our players will be fired up to play them.
Does she remind you of like a player like Samity who can terminate, or a Londot who somebody can terminate from anywhere on the floor, and kind of that level of player you have seen this season?
Oh yeah. I mean, she's a National Player of the Year. I mean, you got to be pretty good to get that. And the key is, you know, they set her everywhere. They set her front row, back row, left side, right side, middle. So she moves all around. They do a pretty creative job of getting her kills. So like I said, we'll prepare well and try to slow her down as much as we can.
Do you have any idea, John, when that match will be, or your immediate schedule moving forward? Do you have a clue, practice-wise, what it looks like for you guys?
All I know is we got dinner at 5 o'clock. That's it. I don't know when they decide all that, but that's all I know. So we'll have dinner, and then we'll meet tonight and watch some video, and then see what we got tomorrow. I know they'll be testing tomorrow. I don't know what time, but that's the other given every day is testing.
What do you think that feels like for your opponent when you have two offensive middles? A little different than last year. You know, it just makes you, it puts a lot of pressure on your blockers because especially if the middle can't handle them by themselves and the pins start helping, and then they get undisciplined on their hitters, on the outside hitters that they have to take care of. And it just, you know, the good thing is if we can run middle all 6 rotations, you can't gang up on one of our outside hitters. And that's where we've made major progress is we don't need a perfect pass to set middle. Those guys can hit from a lot of spots, and it makes you defend the whole court. You can't gang up.